You are now witnessing the 28th live coverage and watch along on the In This Corner podcast. You already know who it is. It's your host, the legend Todd Finney himself. Y'all know what the slogan is, no BS boxing. Hey man, tonight I am covering Terrance Bud Crawford versus Errol True Spence. This fight is in Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena. To everybody that's tuned in, if you can hear me correctly, drop something in the comment section. Know that you can hear me correctly. This is the biggest fight of this era. This is the Undisputed championship fight. Two of the best welterweights, both undefeated, both fought the same opponents. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and run through these the comment section right quick. My guy Ruben Lopez in the building. Not sure what he's trying to say. Salute to him for tuning in. William Byron in the building. He says, "Hey, my friend, looking forward to it. Appreciate William Byron." Ruben Lopez, he said, "Ready? Let's go." Yeah, I'm pumped for this one. Can't believe this is happening. Ruben Lopez said, "Let's go. Spence need to win something back. Fortin lost me $200." Yeah, the thing was, Fortin and Inouye was that, Fortin had eight KOs and like 20 something fights, and Inouye was 24 wins with like 21 knockouts. And Fortin flew to Japan for that fight, so he was in Inouye's backyard, a lot of pressure. And Inouye, like I said, man, he just had so much power, and it just seemed that Cool Boy didn't have nothing for Inouye from the first round to when he got stopped. So Cool Boy, he just lived to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? He lost a championship belt, but hope he keeps his head up and he get back in there and get back in that ring and keep on fighting. All right, Ruben Lopez, he says, "I was still surprised he was KO'd and he was being outboxed the whole fight." Yeah, like Inouye's style was just too much for him. Ruben Lopez, he said, "The fight is starting soon." He said, "I'm good." My guy, Get Your Caesar in the building. Who shout out to my guy, Get Your Caesar? He said, "I got Crawford, but I'm still a Spence fan." Yeah, everybody that's tuned in, drop your predictions for this fight. I'm going for Bud by TKO in round 10. That's my prediction. Errol Spence is in the ring now, and Terrance Crawford, he's walking to the ring now, and Eminem's walking him out. Not sure what song he's rapping, though. My lady Nikki T in the building, she says, "Now I can." She was having some issues, with the comments. For some reason, she wasn't able to comment. But, who shout out to Nikki tuning in. Appreciate, having you in. And, salute to, PBC, man. Salute to PBC, doing their thing, man. We had so many good fights this year, Tank and Ryan Garcia. We had Plant and David Benavidez. In September, we got, Canelo versus Jamel Charlo. Also, we had Loma, and Devin Haney on ESPN. So, 2023 just been a huge year for boxing. Ruben Lopez, he says, Spence by decision. Yeah, it's a lot of mixed, predictions, man. A lot of people going for Spence, a lot of people going for Crawford. So I'm just expecting a good fight. I hope it lives up to the hype. This is like the biggest fight since Mayweather and Pacquiao. Mayweather and Pacquiao didn't really live up to the hype. So I hope this fight really lives up to the hype. Get Your Caesar says, "Inouye is an unlocked character," laughing out loud. Yeah, Inouye, he's definitely like an unlocked character, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, man. Inouye's on another level, man. So if Inouye's not in your top pound for pound list, man, I don't know what you're doing, man. Inouye is definitely in that top pound for pound list. He's got to be on everybody's list. Nikki T, she says, I have Spence, but honestly, it could go anyway. The only reason I chose Spence is because Spence takes a better punch. This is anyone's fight. I'm on pins and needles, Lord. Yeah, like, and a lot of people nerves are fried for this, man. But it's finally here. It's finally here. We definitely got to get into a lot of other stuff, man. Definitely got to get into a lot of other stuff. And yeah, before we start breaking the fight down, I meant to say this on my last show. Rest in peace to Antoine Eccles. Prayers, condolences out to his loved ones, his family, friends. Also, Gilly the King, his son passed. Young Cheese. So prayers and condolences out to Gilly the King, his loved ones, his family, his friends. I seen Gilly the King and the Boots Ennis and Ramon Villa fight. I wish I had an opportunity, get a chance to talk with him because Gilly the King, man, he's got a huge podcast, man. Definitely got a huge podcast, man. I would love to talk to him and get some insight, get some words of encouragement, So prayers out to Gilly the King, for the prayers out to his loved ones, his family, for the loss of his son, man. Getcho Caesar, he says, facts, great year for boxing, for sure, man. Awesome year for boxing. Like I said, we got Canelo, and Jamel Charlo in September. Jamel Charlo is my favorite fighter. He's in the building as well, along with his brother, Jamal Charlo. And like, if y'all ain't seen what happened with Jamal Charlo, yesterday, you missing it, man. It's made headlines. Jamal Charlo was smacked by Caleb Plant. This is the second time Caleb Plant is making like serious headlines. Caleb Plant had the knockout of the year against Anthony Durrell last year, and now he's in the headlines for smacking Jamal Charlo. I don't know what happened, but I'm hearing that something happened with the Charlo brothers, their wives or their girlfriends, and they were fussing or something like that, and that Caleb Plant went to break it up or something like that, and that Jamal grabbed him by his face, and that's what caused Caleb Plant to smack, Jamal. But I don't have the whole story. But if anybody knows the whole story, can you definitely clear that up for me? Let me know what was going on with that situation. But Jamal Charlo has been active for over 2 years, but getting smacked like that, man, he has to make that fight with Caleb Plant happen, ASAP. If I was Jamal Charlo, I would call Al and say, hey man, make this fight with Caleb Plant happen, before the end of the year. Because that was bad, man. That was like a Will Smith, Chris Rock slap. That was bad. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to the team, Chris G. Chris G. He covered the Inouye and Stephen Fortin fight with me. Who shout out to Chris G, who shout out to G5 Jeff TV and the Goodfellas podcast, Shane and Vlog. Shane is in the building tonight. So, salute to those guys, awesome podcast, always doing great work. And also salute to my guy, Wilton, and, his team, last ones at the bar, Val and Daniel. We all been working, doing episodes together. So, who shout out to those guys. Again, man, if you're not subscribed to the Goodfellas podcast, G5 Jeff TV, and last ones at the bar, definitely subscribe. Nikki T, she says, Bud looks serious. He didn't come to play it off. Yeah, for sure. When Bud first walked into the arena, he looked real serious. Spence looked blazed as usual. And, when it showed both guys in the locker rooms, getting ready, getting warmed up, Spence looked high. And, Bud looked a little nervous. But, now in both guys in the ring, Bud, he looks focused. He looks pumped. So, I'm just ready for a war. Nikki T, she says, whoever wins deserves it. I hope there isn't any BS, Fats. I pray it's a good, clean fight, Fats. Nikki T, she says, I agree, great year. And, some things that I think each guy should do. I think Bud, he should definitely, use his footwork in this fight. I think he should counter Spence. When Spence comes in, for the body shots, I think Bud should definitely counter him and definitely keep switching from, orthodox to southpaw and southpaw to orthodox. So I think Bud, those are some of the key things he need to do in this fight is, keep switching his style, counter Spence when Spence comes in for the body shots and uses footwork. And as far as Spence, definitely have a backup plan. Spence is the guy that likes to jab, go to the body. For Spence, I think some key factors for him to win this fight is definitely, have a plan B. Definitely have a plan B, and don't trade with Crawford too long. But I do want to see a war. But my prediction for this fight, man, I'm going for Bud. Late round stoppage, TKO in the 10th round. Nikki T, she says, Spence better not lose his damn mouthpiece. Facts. Yeah, he lost the mouthpiece to Ugas, but Ugas didn't capitalize or take advantage of that opportunity. If Crawford sees Spence hurt, he's going to go in for the kill. We seen Crawford, he's an awesome finisher. We've seen what he did to Sean Porter. So if Crawford gets Spence in trouble, he's going to go in for the kill. Nikki T says, Bud says he stands southpaw. Okay. He said that? I didn't see when he said that. So I missed that. So both guys are face-to-face. I'm going to break the fight down, and I'm going to get in the comment section, after the round's over. So Harvey Dock is the referee. Nikki T, she says Spence looks very relaxed. Yeah, I still got some more comments, but like I said, man, I'm gonna just break them down, break the fight down, then I'm gonna get into the comment section after the round's over. So I can't believe this is happening, T-Mobile Arena's packed, man. Got a lot of celebrities in the house, a lot of boxers in the house tonight. So round one starting. Ooh, Crawford come out jabbing. Spence jabbing him back. Another jab by Spence. Jab by Spence. Like Crawford got to take away Spence's jab. Another jab to the body by Spence. Another jab by Spence. Another jab by Spence. Spence constantly jabbing. Another jab by Spence. Jab to the body by Spence. Ooh, Crawford countered him. I think Crawford might have landed the first clean punch. Crawford landed a clean jab. Yeah, I knew Spence was going to do this, jabbing, and he's going for the body. But if Crawford can counter him going to that body, he can make this. I think he can make it an easy fight. Spence constantly jab. Both guys doing a lot of jabbing in the first round. Ooh, Crawford landed another clean jab. Spence going for the body. Both guys in the clinch. But like, to me, Spence, don't get me wrong, Spence is one hell of a fighter, but to me, he's basic. He's basic compared to Crawford. Ooh, another clean jab landed by Crawford. Nice body shot landed by Spence. Spence, he threw a jab and followed up with another shot to the face. He didn't go to the body there. Jab to the body by Crawford. Crawford using his footwork, taking a couple steps back. Crawford using his footwork, moving around the ring. Ooh. Spence threw a nice shot to the body, and Crawford kind of countered him with a clean shot to the face. So far, I'm giving round 1 to Crawford. I think Crawford is landing the clean punches in this round. So whoever wins this fight solidifies their spot, as the greatest welterweight. All right, I'm getting these comments on. Ruben Lopez says Spence will wear him down. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it plays. Round 1's over. William Byron, salute to my guy, William Byron. Was talking with him a lot off camera today. Salute to William Byron tuning in. He said, it has been a great year at that. 2024 could be even better. We all need to get people we know who used to follow the sport to subscribe to In This Corner. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, if anybody who's in here, who's new to the channel, man, definitely do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Appreciate you rocking with me. And who shout out to Monica Allen for subscribing to the channel. Nikki T said, yeah, he said mostly southpaw, but who knows? Okay. Nikki says, I don't know who won the first round. It was about even to me. I gave it to Crawford. I felt Crawford landed most of the clean punches. All right, so round 2 starting. Double jab by Spence. Ooh. Nice. Spence followed up with a nice left hook to the head. Crawford jabbing, using his footwork. Spence going for the body. Crawford got him in the clinch. If Crawford can take away Spence's jab, then I don't think Spence can really do anything besides jab a lot and go to the body. But like I said, he did throw a shot to the Crawford's head. It didn't go to the body. So he definitely may be mixing it up in this fight. Double jab by Spence. Ooh. Crawford let off a nice combination, threw some right hooks. Spence jabbing. Ooh, big left hook thrown by Spence. Oh, couple left hooks thrown by Spence. Jab by Spence. Double jab by Crawford. Jab to the body by Crawford. Yeah, Crawford threw a nice stab jab. Spence threw a combination, couple right hooks, nothing really effective. Ooh, big right hook thrown by Crawford. Jab landed flush by Crawford. Ooh, Crawford landed 2 jabs in a row. Crawford pushed Spence off of him. Getting a little heated. You see Spence smiling a little bit. Ooh, nice shot to the body by Spence. Stab jab by Crawford. Spence. Oh! Crawford got a knockdown. What'd I tell y'all? Oh, snap. Crawford got a knockdown. Second round. Man, I'm getting a little excited. Crawford trying to come on. Crawford got Spence in the corner. Oh, shit. Woo! Man. William Byron says, I wonder if this is going to end up as a draw. Ruben Lopez, no draw, please. Wow. Crawford got a knockdown. So That's exactly what I said. Spence went to the body and Crawford kind of countered. I got to look at the replay again. Spence went to the body. That's exactly what I said. All right, so here's the replay. Spence went to the body. Crawford countered him, kind of hit him on the neck. Nikki T, you were right. My heart beating on my chest. Yeah, you'll be all right, Nikki. All right, so round 3 is starting. Crawford definitely got that round since he scored a knockdown. Crawford using his footwork. Spence coming out. You know, he's got to come out and make a statement now. I tell you, Bud's power is next level, man. Spence actually has more, the higher KO percentage, but Crawford's power is next level. Everybody, you know, he's fought in the welterweight, you know, division. He stopped. Spence got Crawford in the corner, throwing some serious body shots. Ooh, Spence working the body, got Crawford in the corner. Crawford standing in the corner. Spence pouring it on in round 3. Jab to the body. Triple jab by Crawford. Back to the center of the ring. Yeah, back to the center of the ring. Big hook thrown by Spence, and he missed. Crawford using his footwork. Jab by Crawford, landed clean. Stab jab by Spence. Ooh, jab follow up by a big left hook thrown by Spence. Body shot thrown by Spence. Jab to the body by Spence. Ooh, clean jab landed by Crawford. Ooh, another clean jab landed by Crawford. I know we still early, but I'm giving this round to Crawford. Both guys in the clinch. Ooh, Crawford landed a clean jab. Ooh. Spence look a little off balance. Nice right hook landed clean by Spence. Stab jab to the body by Spence. Ooh, clean jabs Crawford is landing. Jab to the body by Spence. Both guys in the clinch. So round 3's up. All right. All right, let me get these comments. Nikki T, she says, I knew it was coming because Bud had Spence body shots time. Facts. That's what I said. I said one of, Bud's key points is just to counter Spence when he comes in for that body shot. Ruben Lopez says he wasn't hurt. Yeah, he wasn't hurt. You know, he got up, continued to fight. So William Byron says both fighters are bringing it. Facts. That was a good round. Nikki T, the problem for Spence is Bud has Spence body shot time perfectly. Facts. Now Spence can land a good solid punch. It could hurt Bud, yeah. For sure. Mayweather's in the building. We got a lot of celebrities in the building, man. You know, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Mark Masayo, a lot of celebrities in the building, man. Zab Judah, Roy Jones. All right, so round 4. Both guys in the clinch. Jab by Spence. Ooh, Crawford doing a couple nice body shots thrown by Crawford. Is it me or is Spence nose bleeding? Nice body shot thrown by Spence. Spence is leaning forward. He's leaning forward a lot. Ooh. Nice uppercut thrown by Crawford. Ooh, nice body shot thrown by Spence. Jab, big left hook thrown by Spence. Ooh, big shot landed clean by Crawford. Body shot by Crawford. Ooh, big, ooh. Woo! Yeah, Spence nose is bleeding, man. Crawford's landing the clean shots in this round. Like, Crawford landing the shot that snapped Spence's head back. Double jab followed by a hook thrown by Spence. Uppercut thrown by Spence. Followed with a hook. Clean jab landed by Crawford. Ooh. Crawford sticking his tongue out, so he's getting in his rhythm, man. Spence look like his eyes starting to get puffy too. So like I said, Crawford's power is next level, man. So Spence is bleeding out his nose and his eyes, like puffing his. Clean jab landed by Crawford. Both guys throwing some body shots. Another jab landed clean by Crawford. It was a double jab, but the second one landed. "15 seconds left in round 4. Body shot thrown by Crawford. Another body shot thrown by Crawford. Stab jab to the body by Crawford. All right. William Byron, he says, very true. Nikki says, yes, he's bleeding. Yeah, he's bleeding. He's bleeding out the nose. So they're showing the replay now. Crawford landed a nice, left hook. Ooh, big left hook landed clean by Crawford in round 4. So I give round 4 to Crawford. Again, man, everybody tuned in, man. If you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody rocking with me. So, this fight is living up to the hype. Biggest fight since Mayweather, Pacquiao, and it's living up to the hype for sure. Again, whoever wins this solidifies their spot, as the greatest welterweight champion. T-Mobile Arena is lit. So the doctor is, I don't know what's going on. The doctor's checking Spence. Can anybody tell me what's going on? Why is the doctor checking Spence? Lupin Lopez says 3-1 for Crawford. Knockdown, he needs to step up. All right. I'll give it to Crawford so far, too. All right. Round 5 starting. Crawford good with the counter. Ooh. Jab by Crawford. Ooh. Ooh. Crawford is smoking him. Both guys in the clinch. Double jab by Spence. Ooh, jab by Crawford landed clean. Spence working the body. Crawford blocking. Harvey Dot's warning Spence about something. Jab by Crawford. Another jab by Crawford. Double jab followed by a left hook by Crawford. Ooh. Crawford counter with a nice right hook. Spence is leaning forward with his head in a lot. Ooh, Spence threw like a big left hook, but it missed. Jab to the body by Crawford. Both guys in the clinch. Ooh, nice shot to the body by Crawford. Jab to the face by Crawford. Uppercut by Crawford. And Spence's face is starting to get messed up. Wow. Spence's eye is messed up. I think he's bleeding out of his eye now. Big left foot thrown by Spence. Spence working the body. Couple shots to the body by Spence. Spence trying to fight through the clinch. Ooh, big left hook. Landed clean by Spence. Jab by Spence, landed clean on Crawford. So Spence coming on a little strong, in the end of round 5, but his face got me worried. All right, let me see where I was at. So where does everybody got? Who does everybody got in the fight so far? Like, drop those predictions. So yeah, Spence threw like a big left hook, and it kind of landed on like Crawford's ear. I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section. If anybody wants to join, Chris G may join later, G5 may join later. I don't know, but the link's in the comment section. If anybody wants to join. All right. Ruben Lopez says Bud up to at least. Nikki T says Spence gonna have to hit and hold Bud. I think she's saying. My guy Val Jackson from last month at the bar. He said fish being fried for fats, man. Salute to my guy. Hey, Val. I bet Wilton's crying right now. All right, so round 6 is getting started. Spence going to the body. Clean jabs landed by Bud. Ooh, nice counter by Bud. Double hook by Spence. Double uppercut to the body by Spence. Stab jab to the body by Spence. Nice jab landed clean by Crawford. Ooh, jab followed by a left hook thrown by Spence. Double jab by Spence. Spence going to the body. Harvey Dots warning Spence about something. Big right hook thrown by Crawford, but he missed. Spence working the body, going upstairs. Spence throwing some nice hooks. Ooh. Now they're turning it up a little bit. Crawford looking at somebody out the ring, winking his eye like, you know, this is easy work. Spence clinches Crawford. Ooh. These jabs Crawford are landing are snapping Spence's head back. Spence, like when they both like tied up, Spence tried to dust his work like that, but I don't think that style is effective for him. Ruben Lopez says that was Spence's best round so far. Yeah, he's throwing a lot to the body. Like he's fighting when they're inside close. Yeah, that's when he does a lot of his work. But showing the replays, Crawford's landing clean jabs. So, you know, we halfway, through this fight. All right, round 7 is starting. And I got a question. Do y'all think this pay-per-view will surpass Tank and Ryan? Do y'all think this pay-per-view would do more than 1.2 million buys? All right, so round 7. Ooh, Crawford coming out. Crawford going. Steve Farhood got Crawford winning. I miss what the scores were though. Clean shots, clean jabs landed by Crawford. It looks like Spence's eyes starting to close. Spence is doing exactly what I knew he was going to do. You know, jabs, then going to the body. Ooh, Spence slipped and fell back. Oh, was it a knockdown? I thought it was a slip. So Spence went down again. So Bud got 2 knockdowns. Whoa. Bud keeping his composure. Ooh. Big hooks landed by Bud. I got to see the replay of that knockdown because it looked like a slip to me, but I must have missed something. Spence jabbing. Crawford shaking his head like you ain't got nothing for me. Yeah, that eye is starting to worry me, man. Like Spence's eye is starting to close. Big hook thrown by Spence, didn't land. Body shot landed by Crawford. Big hook thrown by Crawford, but he missed. Ooh, oh! Third knockdown in the fight. Wow. What I tell y'all, man? We find, hey, Val, you right, baby. We find fish tonight. We frying fish. Crawford showing his respect. You know, he went and tapped Spence glove at the end of the round. So I gotta see that first knockdown. And you know, the doctors are in Spence's corner. Yeah, the doctors are in Spence's corner. So I got people texting me, man. All right. Oh, it was an uppercut. Oh, it was a clean shot. It was an uppercut that put Spence down. Wow. And Spence still, it was a hook that Spence threw and it landed on Bud's neck. But when Spence was coming in, Bud caught him with the uppercut. And I told y'all, man. So round 8 starting. All right. So Steve Sparhood got Crawford 69, Spence 61. So Sparhood got Spence winning by 8 points. I mean, he got Crawford winning by 8 points. Spence starting to use his footwork. Big hook thrown by Spence. Stab jab to the body by Spence. Man, this is the first time we've seen Spence go down 3 times in a fight. So I told y'all, man, Buzz power is next level, man. And you know, a lot of people criticize, you know, the opponents that he's faced, but his power is next level. Jab landed clean by Crawford. Nice combination thrown by Crawford. Spence jabbing to the body. It's like I've always said, man, I always thought that Spence was too basic. Yes, he got the power. Yes, he got the body work. But I always thought he was just too basic. Jab to the body by Crawford. Big hook stone by Crawford. Looked like Spence was going to go down again. Ooh. Spence trying to throw some big hooks, right hook, left hook. Jab, clean jab landed by Crawford. Spence throwing big hooks at the end of this round. All right. Nikki T, she says, I like fish. I said this is anyone's fight, but I had Spence, but Bud is a better fighter. Spence gonna have to dig deep if he has any chance. So they're showing the replay. Bud is landing clean jabs. Double right hook by Bud, and like that kind of, you know, got Spence off balance. Ruben Lopez says stop the fight. Ruben Lopez prediction 0 for 2 this week. Bigger men got whipped by more athletic, explosive opponents. Yeah, that's fair. As the difference between, Inouye and Fulton, Inouye has crazy power. Both guys, Spence and Bud, both guys got, explosive power. And, with the 3 knockdowns, that just speaks on Bud's power. So round 9 starting. Jab by Crawford. Big right hook thrown by Crawford, but he missed. Jab by Crawford. Nice 1-2 thrown by Spence. Jab by Crawford. Another clean jab by Crawford. Spence threw a lot of hooks. Nothing really effective. Stab jab to the body by Crawford. Whatever the outcome in this fight, do you guys want to see a rematch? That's the question I got for you. Because from what I understand, there is a rematch clause. Woo. Crawford putting on the work in this round. Woo. Spence going back. Crawford landing clean jabs. Nice body shots by Crawford. Spence coming back with his own body shots. And Spence looking sloppy. Another jab by Crawford snapping Spence head back. Oh! Spence is wobble. Oh! They stopped it. They stopped it. What I tell y'all? We frying fish, baby. What I tell y'all, man? I told y'all. Man, let me get in these comments. My guy, Hall's Barbecue in the building, man. It's good, man. It's good. He said Spence getting beat on right now, but he no quitter. Hall's Barbecue says time to call it, man. Halls, man, appreciate having you in the building, man. Appreciate having you in, man. Val Jackson, that should have been a rematch. But look, let's be honest. This was a one-sided whooping. This was a one-sided whooping by Bud. Do y'all really want to see a rematch? So Pete this. Crawford was the first to stop Porter, and he's also the first. Not only did he beat Spence, but he stopped him. So Crawford is stopping top welterweights back to back. Let me get in these comments. Nikki T, his eye was messed up. Crawford got his family in the ring dancing. I told y'all, man. Hey, Val, man, wasn't crying tears right now. Nikki T, she said, I'm happy for Bud. He proves himself. Fats. Ruben Lopez, he says, should have been stopped after round 7. Sorry, Ruben, man. I know the bets and stuff ain't been going your way this week, man. But man, you can keep on batting, man. Hopefully something will go your way, man. That's in the next coming fights that we're gonna have. Nikki T, she says he should get the respect he deserves. Facts. Yeah, Bud proved himself as the best welterweight on the planet, undisputed, got all the belts. So Nikki T, she says, in the beginning, I had Bud, but I changed my mind because I thought Spence could take a better shot. Yeah, like I said, we seen Spence, lose the mouthpiece against Ugas, and like he kind of didn't know where he was. So, and like I said, man, Bud got power, and he's a crazy finisher. But yeah, Spence face looks a mess, man. He looks a mess. And, Harvey Doc always, kind of criticized Harvey Doc, but I think he made the right call. Do you guys agree with the stoppage? Ruben said he should have been stopped, but what does everybody think? Do y'all think that was a fair stoppage? But Spence was getting whooped. So they're showing the replay. Crawford countered him with a big hook, followed by a jab. He was going in for the kill. Big right hook, and Spence robbed after that hook. I think it was a fair stoppage. Yeah, Crawford counter with a right hook, jab. That's what I said, man. That's what I said. Crawford's keys needed to be in this fight was just keep countering Spence, and he did that. He did that greatly in this fight. So they're showing the replay. I gotta watch the replay again. Big right hook by Crawford. Ruben Lopez says, all good win. You win some, lose some. That's facts. Nikki T, Spence leads with his head, and Bud had in time. Yeah, one thing I didn't like about Spence, he kept coming in with his head down. And you can't do that against somebody like Bud. And he kept coming in, he kept coming in like this with his head down. Nikki T, she says a very good stoppage. Ruben Lopez said his corner should have stopped it. The ref did him a favor. But Harvey Doc's I criticized Harvey Doc in the past, for stopping fights. But he always say, if you don't show him anything, then he's gonna stop the fight. But I think it was an awesome performance by Crawford. Awesome performance by both guys. Hats off to both guys, giving us, the biggest fight, of this era. So, the best man won. I got people texting me saying they feel bad for Spence. So everybody in the comment section, do y'all think this fight would do more than 1.2 pay-per-view buys, and do you want to see a rematch? Nikki T, she says Bud deserves this. I'm happy. I'm not salty about Bud winning. This was the Bud show, period. Spence didn't do nearly enough because he didn't have the skills to. All right. Ruben Lopez says the better boxer won, period. All right. Facts. Val Jackson says, no, it was competing with USC. Don't think a rematch is necessary. All right. So I don't know. Crawford's talking with Jim Gray now. I don't know what he's saying. So if they don't do the rematch, what do y'all want to see Bud go from here? Do you want to see where he go up to 154? Well, Mel is busy right now fighting Canelo. So do y'all think Bud will fight Boots? And Virgil Ortiz, if Virgil Ortiz goes up to 154, he's got a lot of health issues right now. So I want to see the fight, but just to throw a name out there, just to throw an option out there, would you guys want to see Bud and Virgil Ortiz at 154 if Virgil Ortiz, doesn't have any health issues? you know, do you guys want to see a rematch, or do you guys think that he should fight Boots if they're willing to make that fight happen? My guy Frank Guerrero in the building. Who shout out to Frank Guerrero? Appreciate having you tuned in. He said Spence ended up being a glass cannon. Facts. Nikki T, she says, I wouldn't give him a rematch. He's not on his level. Yeah, after that performance, man, I don't want to see a rematch. Be honest, I don't want to see a rematch. Nikki T, she says, Bud and Boots would be great. Facts. Ruben Lopez, he said Boots as well. Yeah, I think Boots would be the best option for Bud. I don't think Bud is afraid of Boots. Don't get me wrong. After this performance, I don't think Bud. I think Bud, you know, would take on anybody. You know, I was in the building, you know, for Boots' last fight. You know, Boots was the first to stop Ramon Villa, and you know, Bud was the first to stop, you know, Errol Spence. You know, Ramon Villa is a power puncher. Errol Spence is a power puncher. So I would love to see that fight, but who knows, man? We just have to see what happens moving forward. And do y'all think Boots is ready for Terrance Crawford? You know, Boots has the youth. Boots has the youth. Terrance Crawford is 35, but do y'all think that Boots is ready for Terrance Crawford? So they're showing the knockdown again. Again, man, the link is in the comment section. Anybody wants to join. Yeah, Bud was landing bombs prior to the stoppage. He was landing bombs. Yeah, he was landing bombs. So that was 100% a good stoppage by, you know, Harvey Dot. So shout out to Harvey Dot, man. You know, since the fight is over, I mean, you know, what does everybody think about, you know, the Caleb Plant smacking, you know, Jamal Charlo? If you've seen it, what is everybody's thoughts on that? Also, more news. It's been coming out that Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is supposedly going to happen October 28th in Las Vegas. So that's a fight I'm looking forward to. You know, Haney and the Loma fight. When I cover that fight, you know, I got 6,400 some views. So, you know, that was the most views I ever had, you know, for a live coverage. So, you know, definitely want to cover that fight, you know. Haney versus Regis Prograis. I think that Haney will win that fight by decision. You know, Prograis didn't look so good in his last fight, but you know, styles makes fights, and his opponent just had a tricky style for him. Where, you know, it's been you know, debatable about, you know, Devin Haney's win over Loma. You know, a lot of people felt that Loma edged it. So definitely interesting in seeing, you know, Haney versus Prograis, but I feel Haney would win by decision. Frank Guerrero says Crawford should go up to 154, challenge Charlo for Undisputed. Yeah, but you know, Charlo, like I said, Mel fight September 30th against Canelo. So we got to see what happens with Canelo and, you know, Jamel. If Jamel gets past Canelo, of course I want to see, you know, Terrance Crawford and Jamel, but we got to wait till September 30th. Ruben Lopez says the stoppage shouldn't even be discussed. I guess that's what he's saying. Ruben Lopez says he's going for Haney. Okay, yeah, I'm going for Haney in that fight, man. I think Haney, you know, Haney's good with that jab. He's good with the body work. So I think Haney just got more tools in the toolbox for Prograis. I like Prograis, man. He is a good fighter, but you know, in that fight, I'm going for Haney by decision. You know, Haney is the undisputed champion. So Yeah. Also, I was reading earlier. I know the fight's over now, and I was reading earlier that Kenny Ellis and Calvin Ford, they said that Tank is in the gym. You know, since he's been released from jail, they say he's in the gym and he's looking good. So I'm wondering what's going to happen. You know, with Tank going forward. You know, is he going to get another fight before the end of the year? Is he going to wait to fight next year? You know, Isaac Cruz was on the undercard. You know, a lot of people were calling for Isaac Cruz rematch, but I don't I don't know if I would want to see that. You know, based on Cruz performance. You know, tonight, he fought Cabrera. Cabrera, like, he had his hands down the whole time in that fight. He had his hands down, and Cruz couldn't stop him. But Cruz, he was landing some big shots. He was landing bombs in that fight. But I think going like towards the later rounds, he started getting tired. But Cabrera kept pushing him off. Just kept using his range. But the one thing I didn't like about what Cabrera was doing, he just kept his hands down the whole time in that fight. So I wouldn't want to see Isaac Cruz in a Tank rematch. So Haney's looking to be busy. I would like to see Tank and Teofimo Lopez, but I don't know if they'll make that happen though. Ruben Lopez says Tank versus Stevenson. Of course, we will all want that fight, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Tank's team just doesn't really put him in a position where he takes serious risks. Yeah, he fought Ryan Garcia, who was undefeated, but at the same time, with so many clauses in that contract. So. Just go through these messages. Yeah, my phone is blowing up, man. I got so many messages. Yeah, it was a good fight though. I think it definitely, lived up to the hype. Salute to Terrance Crawford. Salute to, Errol Spence. Both guys, they gave the fans what they wanted to see. We've been waiting for this fight for years. We finally got it. So hats off to Terrance Crawford. Errol Spence, hats off to the team. PBC, Showtime, everybody involved that made the fight happen, man, for sure. So I got a question. What does this put Derek James? Derek James is to me one of the best trainers out there. Ryan Garcia just went with Derek James. Anthony Joshua just went with Derek James. Derek James, of course, before the loss tonight, Spence had three major belts. Frank Martin did come off a questionable win. So, with the questionable win with Frank Martin and Spence losing tonight, does that kind of set Derek James back as being one of those great trainers? Do y'all feel he's still a great trainer? Do y'all think he needs to work on some things with Spence and Frank Martin, going forward? And where does Spence go from here? Where does Spence go from here? Do y'all still want to see Spence versus Keith Thurman at 154? As we still haven't heard any news about Keith Thurman and Ugas yet. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think that Errol Spence goes from here? Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody that was rocking with me. Just go to the comments. Who shout out to Ruben? Who shout out to William Byrne? Who shout out to Nikki? Who shout out to my guy Got Your Caesar? Who else is in here? Who shout out to Val Jackson? If you're not subscribed to the last ones at the bar, definitely subscribe to the channel. Who shout out to my guy Halls? And who shout out to Frank Guerrero, man. Appreciate all you guys, you know, rocking with me. So yeah, we still got some good fights to look forward to. Like I said, we got Canelo versus, you know, Jamel Charlo. That's going to be in September. Haney, like I said, we got Haney and Regis Prograis supposedly for October 28th. So, you know, we got those fights to look forward to. Let me see. Ruben Lopez said, "What's the next fight you covering?" Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. We do got some good fights for August. You know, we got Anthony Joshua versus, you know, Dylan White. We got Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. I'm not really too high on Usyk and Daniel Dubois. I probably still will cover it. Definitely probably will cover Anthony Joshua versus Dylan White. So, you know, those are some fights that we got for this month. We got Jake Paul, Nate Diaz. I think that's next Saturday. I ain't really interested in that. You know, that both guys, neither one of those guys are, you know, real boxers. So, but it'll probably have to be between Anthony Joshua and Dylan White, and maybe Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. Let me see what other fights we got lined up for August. Yeah, Jared Anderson also fights August 26th, and he's fighting Rudenko, but that's not a fight that I'm too high on. But Rudenko is more like a stay busy fight. You know, Rudenko, he's lost to Lucas Brown, he's lost to Pulev and Povetkin, I believe. So we do got some scraps for August, but the big fight, like I said, is Canelo versus, you know, Jamel Charlo. So that's one fight I'm definitely going to cover. Ruben Lopez say is not sure what he's trying to say. Yeah, I got a lot of people texting me saying, you know, that was a beautiful beat down. So again, man, shout out to Terrance Crawford. What round was it? Was it, because I predicted the 10th round. I honestly don't even know what round it was. Was it 10th round where he shot me? Well, he started him in round 9. So I was one round wrong in my prediction. So I predicted Bud at the 10th round. So he got him out earlier. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. You know, an hour and 10 minutes strong. You know, again, man, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe. Again, you know, salute to my guys, G5 Jeff TV and the Goodfellas podcast. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Again, subscribe to my guy, last one's at the bar, Wilton Henry, and his co-hosts, Val and Daniel. Definitely subscribe to them if you're not subscribed. And who shout out to my guy Chris G, man. Who shout out to, you know, everybody that's been supporting me, man, you know, for this past year. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, man. Not sure when I'm gonna go live again, man, but just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Definitely gonna be working. So you guys just witness. Let me get to this last comment before I close it out. Joseph Grill says, just joining. Yeah, man, you just joining as I was getting ready to close it out, man. Before I close it out, Joseph Grill, man, glad to have you in, man. What's your thoughts on the fight? I'll stay in here for a couple more minutes. Mr. Grill says, sorry not to join. I wanted to fully commit to the fight. Oh, that's understandable, man. Understandable. You know, this is, you know, the biggest fight of this era, you know. biggest fight that we had in, years. So it's understandable that everybody wanted, 100% focus on this fight, man. That's 100% understandable, man. So, Joseph, like, before I close it out, what was your thoughts on the fight, and what do you think both guys go from here? And also, do you think this fight surpassed 1.2 million pay-per-view buys? Let me get to his comments. Mr. Grill says it was brutal, just a beatdown. Yeah, it was brutal. Like I said, Spence, Spence, his eyes were messed up. He was bleeding out the nose. So, it was bad. Joseph Grill said it was brutal. It was a beatdown. I still salute Errol's heart. He had no quit, even with that caliber of a fighter picking him apart. Yeah, facts. It was punch perfect from Crawford, pound for pound number one. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask everybody too. Is Crawford on y'all? Is Crawford y'all's number one on the pound for pound list, or is Inouye still like number one for everybody? Yeah, for me, Crawford definitely solidifies his spot as the number one pound for pound best fighter. He's got all the belts. He's beaten Errol Spence. He's beaten Porter. He's the first one to stop. Errol Spence. He did it in dominant fashion. So yeah, to me, Errol Spence is not Spence, but Terrance Crawford is definitely number one pound for pound fighter out there, man. Mr. Galt says no way Spence would take the rematch. What can he do differently? Crawford is cool, calm, and the most cerebral fighter out there. Facts. And I said going forward, Mr. Galt, I would like to see Crawford, face Boots. I think that's a good fight. Both of them are coming over, stoppages over game opponents. Both of them coming over stoppage over opponents who had a lot of power. So I think that fight is a good fight to look forward to. I don't really see any other options at this moment because, like I said, Mel is fighting Canelo on September 30th, and Virgil Ortiz just had too many health issues. But if Virgil Ortiz moves up to 154 with no health issues, I think I would love to see him and Crawford. But I think the fight that makes the most sense right now is probably Terrance Crawford and Boots. If they don't feel, if the promoters don't feel that it's too early for Boots. But I think Boots is the real deal. I was in the building for his fight against Ramon Villa, so I would love to see the fight between Terrance Crawford and Boots for sure. Yeah, so again, man, I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. Appreciate everybody, that's been in here from the beginning to the end. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe. Hit that like button for sure. Mr. Grove says that would be epic on that display. I can't see anybody beating Crawford, even with the heir apparent title of Boots. But Crawford can work him out fast. Yeah, I think Crawford. Both guys got power. Both guys got good footwork, good movement. Boots is he's never fought opponent of the caliber of Terrance Crawford. So Crawford has more experience, But I would still love to see the fight. If that fight happens, this will be Boots' first time on a major pay-per-view network because he just headlined his first fight against Ramon Villa. So to headline his first fight and go to a pay-per-view, that's a big step up. But of course everybody would love to see that fight. So we'll just see what happens going forward. It's been one hell of a year, with all the good fights that we had for 2023. Yeah, one more thing before I close it out, man. I wanted to mention that I never said it on camera, but I sell CMOS, and I've been selling it for 2.5 years. So my business card. You can check me out on Facebook and IG, but this is my business card. I don't know if you can see it. So that's my business card. I've been selling CMOS for 2.5 years. So if anybody's interested, you know where I'm at, man. I'm on Facebook as Ty Finney. I'm on IG as the Legend 3347. I'm also on TikTok as the Legend 3347. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, man. Hour and 15 minutes strong. Again, I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. Like this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. So you guys just witnessed the 28th live coverage on Watch Along on the Indies Corner podcast with your boy Ty Finney, the Legend. I'm out. I'll see you guys again soon. Peace.